Gabriela and her children, 15-year-old Bella and 17-year-old Juan, not their real names, rely on the Lord's protection to keep them safe. They live deep in the jungles of Colombia, where Marxist FARC guerrillas, paramilitary, drug traffickers, and government soldiers are active. This is an extremely violent area. Gabriela has compassion for all these groups because she knows what it's like to live in fear and darkness. In 2006, her life had fallen apart. Gabriela says she became depressed after being spiritually abused.
We were told we weren't being prospered because we weren't tithing the money from the coca fields. Others said we had problems because we ate pork and worshipped on Sunday. Others told us that women can only be saved through childbearing. Another time, some high-powered preachers came in and had a big campaign, and there was a wrong spirit, and that's what got into me. I ended up in an insane asylum that was run by Catholics, and they told me my problem was because I didn't pray the rosary enough and didn't have a patron saint.
Gabriela left the insane asylum and made her way back to the jungle to her husband and children. Although she can't exactly remember how she did that, she was very confused.
I was in very bad shape. There was something driving me. It was trying to tear me apart. There was a spirit trying to get me to pick up a knife and kill my 2 children. And I was fighting against that.
Gabriela never felt the Lord had abandoned her, but she was desperate and dangerous. Entirely unsure of what to do, soon her life would be dramatically changed. Russell Stendhal of Colombia Pericristo gave her several Galcom solar-powered radios, which were preset to a Christian radio station. She began listening to the biblical teaching, studied the scriptures for herself, read Christian books, and received encouragement from Russell and others. Through the Lord's powerful work in her life, Gabriela became a committed follower of Jesus and was a changed woman.
My whole outlook on life changed. I really began to love my children, and I realized I hadn't really loved them.
Asked about his mother's transformation, Gabriela's son Juan became very emotional. His sister Bella also began to cry. It was painful recalling the violent and erratic behavior of their mother. After our team prayed for the family, Juan told us that he is grateful for what the Lord has done in his mother's life. He too has committed himself fully to the ministry and is now involved in reaching the guerrillas and others in the area with the gospel. Juan and Bella work with Rollo and others to distribute radios, Christian books, Bibles, and clothing to all sides of the conflict.
We are motivated by the guerrillas and the army soldiers because they are desperately seeking for the truth, and they want these radios, and they want help, and are reaching out to us, and that is what motivates us.
When I find young people, especially the girls that don't have clothes or their clothes are in tatters, then I get something ready and I take it to them. I scout around and see where the needs are. We also give them radios and books.
After seeing the Lord work a miracle in the life of their mother, Juan and Bella say they will continue to serve Jesus no matter what the cost or danger. They want to see others set free from their spiritual darkness.
We see a lot of young people either joining the guerrillas, paramilitary, going into the army. A lot of young people going to the city and join drug gangs. As long as they do this, there is going to be a lot of violence, and we are not going to do that.
What they will do is pray for them and reach out to them with God's love. Bella is determined to live a godly life and wants to be an example to other young people. However, her life is not without challenges and difficulty.
One day we were going to another town on our motorcycle, and we were going around the corner, and there were two soldiers with guns, and they treated us very badly.
We have a lot of fear of the paramilitary forces, because unlike the guerrillas who say, if you keep doing this, we will kill you, at least they give us a warning. But the paramilitary won't. They just start killing people. So when they come, people flee to the jungle.
Gabriela and her family live on the edge of a FARC-controlled area. To the south of their house, there are no churches. The guerrillas won't allow them.
The Lord has given us peace in the middle of all this. And whatever side comes into our house, the Lord gives us the words to say to them and ways to reach out to them. And they always say they sense the Spirit of the Lord and say there is something remarkable here. I started sharing with the guerrillas the messages I heard on the radio, and when they found out I had some radios, they asked if I would give each one of them a radio.
Along with Bibles and Christian books, Gabriela provides clothing and radios to the guerrillas who defect.
The guerrillas returned one day to see if I had any more radios. Their radios had been destroyed and lost when the government bombed them. They said the radios were the most important thing to them.
Gabriela says she's not afraid to continue her ministry because she is seeing amazing results.
The guerrillas and the guerrilla sympathizers come and pick up radios and Bibles and go back out there and study the Bible and listen to the radio.
Gabriela says some of the guerrilla commanders have come to Christ. Two of them called Gabriela just a few days before our visit with her.
They said they loved me very much and to pray for them.
The message of the Prince of Peace through these faithful followers of Jesus is making a huge difference in this violent country, one life at a time.